Owen, welcome. Tell us where you're calling us from.
I'm calling you guys from a small town in the mountains of Colorado called Evergreen.
Wonderful, beautiful Colorado. I love hiking. It's just a great state to go
Great
hiking
hiking.
and skiing, of course, as well. So
Mountain biking.
Yeah. Hi, Owen. How are you doing? Good to see you.
I'm great. Good to see you too, Father.
great. Well, you had some questions or some topic that you wanted to discuss. So we'll be happy to talk to you about it.
Awesome. Yeah, I did have a question on dating, actually, and that in the sense that I've heard a lot of on dating in the sense that what you shouldn't do to protect yourself from the evils of that relationships can bring, or that can happen. But I was wondering what I feel like very little people talk about what dating should entail, and what good relationships, romantic relationships look like, and what they entail for the future marriage to be holy and as fruitful as possible. So if you could maybe talk about what holy dating entails, or what things that would include.
Yes, certainly. Well, first of all, dating, like any relationship, needs to be focused on helping each other uh, come closer to Christ, right? And join that friendship that you have with your girlfriend, but also having in mind that Christ is the one that is our greatest friend, right? And so while we enjoy that friendship, we spend time with a person, in your case with your girlfriend, it's important to keep in mind that ultimately holiness and union with Christ, union with God, is the most important thing. And so that's a principle that can shed a lot of light in your relationship, because there are some things that will lead you to God, lead you to Christ, and other things that would move you away from Christ. And that's why we have friends that what you can date, and so that we can enjoy that friendship, but also that we can ultimately grow together in friendship with Christ.
Right. Right. I would add something to that. That's awesome. Awesome advice. And one thing I would say is whenever you're looking to start a relationship, first of all, you want to be sincere and mature in everything you do, right, in your relationship with that person. And the key thing of that relationship is, as from my perspective, right, you want to look at to get to know the other person, and to actually let the other person know you, right? There has to be a mutual getting to know each other, because ultimately dating, if it's serious, right, a mature dating, you want to have that dating as a way to prepare for marriage, right? So if you get to a moment in your dating relationship that you see, okay, this is a person who I definitely will not marry, I would never marry this person, then sometimes it doesn't make a lot of sense to date. I mean, you can go out on one occasion or two and just as a friend, right? And that is why I think getting to know the other person is a key aspect. So you want to have God in the relationship, and to be sincere, honest, know the other person, and let the other person know your personality and who you are.
And one more thing, just to build on what Father Patrick said, it's really good at times to ask yourself, could this be the woman that will become my wife? Could she be the mother of my children? And the answer is no right away. Well, yeah, you can be her friend, but really in terms of dating for the purpose of maybe moving towards marriage might not be the best use of your time and her time, and ultimately you don't want to marry her, or have her as a wife and as a mother for your children.
And well, those are both of your perspectives really are really shed some light on what what you're supposed to do to make dating the best possible, and to align it with God's plan for us. And I know that ultimately His plan is the best plan for us. So it's good to get your perspective, because I know you guys both have a lot of wisdom behind your words.